Do you remember the old story, The Shoemaker's Children? Well, we could really call the subject of today's video the home blogger's bathroom. Even though we use this space every single day, for some reason we left it until the very end of the renovation of our 1980s colonial. But now it's finished, and today I'm going to give you all of the details. If you're new here, my name is Nina Hendrick, and I help women create homes that combine comfort and beauty so that they can spend their time focusing on what's truly important, and that's making meaningful memories with their family and friends. Today I'm excited to share one of my favorite projects to date, our primary bathroom makeover. Before I really show you the whole finished space, I want to take you through some of the projects and steps that we completed in order to get here. This was one of the least needy rooms in the entire house and therefore ended up at the bottom of our list. No one was about to hand out any style awards, but it was functional-ish. It had beige bath fixtures, beige tile, beige walls, and beige granite. However, in the grand scheme of this house, it was not an offensive space. I mean, hey, at least it wasn't orange with gold swirls like our powder room. So we lived with it for way longer than we had originally planned to. Also, let's talk about the shower tub. The lovely almond-colored molded acrylic jacuzzi tub was rounded on the inside and just wasted an incredible amount of space. Not to mention the fact that there were 1980s jets. Ew. I definitely never used this tub for an actual bath. My biggest frustration about the room had to be the random wall in the middle. I know it's pretty common to keep the commode in its own little room, but this wall divided the entire space straight down the middle, separating the vanity from the other space and keeping that area overly tight. The main door of the bathroom constantly smashed into the closet door. And while storage is definitely important in a bathroom, the location of this closet, plus its textured interior walls and crumbling fiberboard shelves, made it more of a hindrance than a help. Deleting the wall would not only make room for a freestanding tub, yay, but we knew we'd have a space for a freestanding cabinet between the two windows for towels and toiletries that could replace the storage that we lost by removing the closet. After the room was demoed right down to the studs, we tackled some of the practical aspects of the project. In other words, the boring and non-designerly things that aren't exactly fun to follow along with. Mac fixed the plumbing and we replaced the water-damaged subfloor with new and stronger material. Then we hired out elements like the plaster and tile. As a side note, if you want to learn my methods for managing and tackling our home renovation projects, I created a course called Home Goals that walks you through everything that I have learned during the process of renovating our home. You can click the link below this video in the description to learn more about the Home Goals course. One design element that I knew would tie the new primary bathroom in with the rest of our makeover and the rest of our projects, and bonus, add coastal New England style, was a planked wall. Since this is an area that would get damp from the shower, I decided PVC would be the best material. You can get the full tutorial on my blog. And look, I know there's a lot of chatter about shiplap and planked walls being done. I'm gonna take a hard stand on this one. I was planking walls in this renovation before it was trendy, and I'm gonna keep doing it. I believe that it's like wainscoting and beadboard in that it's never truly going to go out of style. It's a classic touch that adds architectural detail and character to a home, especially when the home has coastal style and it fits in with the overall style of your home. And that really was the overall theme for this room. I was inspired by a hotel in Bar Harbor that Mac and I stayed at a couple of years ago. That design actually featured bold colors, but I brought my design into a more muted direction and combined the coastal inspiration with classic and rustic touches in order to flow best with the rest of our home. I designed the tile in a herringbone pattern, another recurring theme in our home, and I mixed the concrete look floor tile with a classic Carrara marble to create an overall tile theme that complemented each other but also provided some varieties with the different textures. When it came time to do the shower glass surround, we ran into some production delays, most likely due to the fact that we were renovating in 2020. Since we weren't sure how long we would be without a surround, Matt created a PVC shower enclosure with a plastic shower curtain liner. It wasn't pretty, but it worked. It's an important lesson in projects that sometimes things just don't go according to plan, and you need to kind of come up with a solution that you can live with. Our glass finally arrived, and we love the barn door style. It allowed us to have a full-width doorway without having to worry about the door swinging into the tub. The design element that didn't go my way was being able to install lights between and beside the mirrors. There was enough room to do so, but once the room was gutted, we realized that this room had a truly absurd number of studs. I mean, like, we had extra random doorways framed in. We don't know what was going on. But it was much easier to leave the existing wiring in place above the mirrors. You can call this one a marriage compromise. You win some, you lose some. However, I do really love the pretty champagne gold light fixtures and that they match our mirrors perfectly. I do want to mention a side note about the fixtures. They all have different names. I do have two metals in this room. I have polished nickel, and then I have the warm champagne gold color. And it's called different things in different places. It's called champagne gold, it's called aged bronze. It is all the same finish. I'm not sure why they've got so many different names for it. The vanity and linen cabinet are part of the same shutter collection from Restoration Hardware, but I ordered them many months ago in anticipation of them taking a long time to arrive, and unfortunately they've since been discontinued. I did add a vanity with a similar look to the source list to provide you with an alternative. I swapped out the hardware with champagne gold knobs on both the vanity and the linen cabinet. As I mentioned earlier, we knocked down a linen closet in that awkward center wall. However, we obviously still needed a place to store our linen. So this linen cabinet does the trick perfectly. Again, it is sold out, discontinued, but I added an alternative linen cabinet to the source list that would match well with that alternative vanity I shared. Our primary bathroom isn't large enough to have a water closet, but we made the best of the situation. I kept the shelving above the toilet to the depth of picture ledges so that nobody would hit their head on them. The challenge with this was actually finding pretty decor that would fit. I repurposed a couple of little faux florals from elsewhere in the house, and then I purchased these abstract postal printables on Etsy and added them to champagne gold frames. Having a tub in this room is such a luxury. We weren't completely sure we were going to have enough space or that we'd use a tub if we had one, but we knew, although we have no plans to sell our home, that having a tub in the primary bathroom is really good for resale. And I found that I do use it, so I'm really glad that we have it. It really adds to the spa-like feeling of this room. And so that's a wrap on our primary bathroom project. Thank you so much for following along with this video, and if you enjoyed it, I would be so grateful if you could give me that thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button so you can follow along with more of our projects as well as tips about decorating, entertaining, and organizing. Overall, our primary bathroom is a gorgeous space, and I'm so happy each time I enter the room because it feels like having a spa right in our home. I'll make sure to add a full source list to the description below. Here's to creating simple but lovely little experiences all around your home. Until next time.